Hi, my name is Julie Belair-Bach and I'm the Vice President of Sales at Scholars Choice. At Scholars Choice, we have a firm commitment in education, and today we're going to talk about early learning in infancy. So today we have with us a special guest, Megan Burgess-Whiting. Megan is a registered ECE, as well as works on our team helping childcares throughout Canada, setting up, making sure that they have the appropriate materials, and we work very closely together in the sales department, don't we, Megan?
We do, yes, lots of fun.
Lots of fun. So today we wanted to talk to you parents about twofold. One, toys that you need for home, and also if you are looking at putting your child into an early years center while they're an infant, what you should be looking for to make sure that your child is maximizing on their cognitive development while they're there and having a fabulous fun time. So Megs, we have a lot of products around us today. So what do you think is the most critical component for early learning when I have an infant that I want to have? I'm at home, I'm a mom. What am I looking for in the toys I bring in?
So toys for whether they're at home or if you're looking for a child care center, number one thing is toys that offer many different sensory options.
So sensory options being the 5 senses, because as we've talked before in our videos, the senses are the doors to your brain, and this is how all of us, you including your infant, intake information into our brains, and then we process what it is that we're seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, and so those are what we're looking at. So let's take a look at a few. So what do you think when you take a look at this that really resonates with you for a young infant?
So young infant, so a lot of the stuff we have here, you'll notice, is black and white, which is very crucial for infants up to 3 months because that's the colors that they see. So one of the pieces Julie's holding is they're black and white, but then if you flip it the other way, then as they get older, this can grow with the child and they can start to see the other colors. But from birth to 3 months, it's got the black and white, and then it's also a texture, so they can squeeze it and it's crinkly. Babies will put it in their mouth, so that's a really great piece. They can lie on their tummy while it's sitting up, which is really good for them.
So Meeks, do we need to worry when baby puts things in their mouth?
No. No.
Should they put things in their mouth?
Absolutely. Very, very good thing for them. So these sensory blocks are a great thing. Again, because it's different sensory for them to touch in that, but it's a great thing for them to sit and chew on and put in their mouth. Great for teething, learning the different textures. So no, putting stuff in their mouth is very, very good.
And these colors, as they get a little older, they're nice and bright, and I think they offer a lot. And feel these blocks, nice and lightweight as well, so that baby can manage to pick them up, don't you think?
Yeah, and then as they get older as well, you'll notice that some of the blocks have a shape that sticks out, and this one's in, so you can work with the child on learning their shapes, and they can start to build that. They also have numbers on them. They've got animals, so lots of opportunities to talk to your children as they get older. So it's great for something, to start out at birth, but it can grow with them as they get older as well.
And when we're working with baby, as you and I both know, as Megan and I have both been in education a long time together, is that we want to be able to have a lot of conversation with baby, because we know that we are hearing, which is one of our senses, and processing information.
Yep.
So when we're with the blocks,
Yep.
does it matter whether baby understands what we're saying or that baby gets comfort from our voice and understands we're there and speaking to them?
Yeah, so they just need to hear you continuously talking to them throughout the day.
One of the other things that I hear from parents is, I have so many toys, too many toys, I don't need this many toys.
Lots of toys is great for children. Children need a variety of toys that do many different things. So for example, this one day they might be playing with it and you're shaking it and they can hear the sound. The next day they might just be sitting and chewing on the little Moon's hat. So toys do many different things. So a variety of toys is very good for children.
And if you're with an infant, you'll see that they're moving from toy to toy as soon as they have any mobility. And even before mobility, if it's in front of them, they're constantly changing their view. Baby's attention span is very small and needs to move from toy to toy very quickly. So Meeks, let's just jump back to a very young baby. I'm at home. What do you think of this piece right here, which is a new piece from Taft that we have in?
Yep.
So I'm going to show you what's really special about this, is that I can make it a nest, But when baby falls asleep, for safety, I can pull it all apart and make sure that there isn't,
So it's almost like they feel swaddled within it. Which is great for babies. And then children that are used to being swaddled and like that's great for them. And then you can put stuff in there. So they're still feeling that they are swaddled, but you can put toys in there for them to do while they're swaddled.
A new infant will be laid down and they'll get a reflex, and you'll see a startled reflex. Inside of a nest like this, it really does make them feel, as Meek said, contained. So what about having toys overhead? A lot of parents see this and they'll say, is this really necessary?
It is, because it allows and it forces children to, grab and pull for items, which is very important for babies.
In their growing development. If they have nothing overhead, what is prompting them to develop those core muscles? And as we talked about in other videos, we do tummy time, we do exercises for baby because it keeps baby safe. The more we can develop those core muscles, particularly the neck muscles, we are ensuring that if baby's head falls forward, what can baby do? Can lift their head up and get themselves out of danger. So we have a pot here with just a bunch of buttons. So Meeks and I, we could talk about colors and shapes, and it doesn't matter if baby doesn't understand. It's the beginning of developing language and understanding. But listen to this. Baby likes to be distracted with lots of sounds, and baby needs to be constantly stimulated in order to keep them on track, in order to keep them interested. Otherwise, they become disinterested, and then what happens?
They lose. Well, they lose focus and they get upset, right?
Yes. So let's talk a little bit about books while we're here as we move around our table. Are books important for young infants?
Very, very important. Again, because you're reading to them, they're constantly hearing you talking, saying words.
And also, when you're with baby and you are cuddling them, they are comforted by your touch, and as Megan said, by your voice. So we just picked a few little ones. This was Wheels on the Bus. That is a chant, easy for you to remember, easy for you to do, and easy for baby to remember when they're in the car, let's say. You could sing it to them. Meeks, what's important about these car pieces that are beside you?
So this actually goes on the back of the driver's seat or passenger seat. And again, it's just another sensory item. The babies can kick on it and they can pull on these. They make noises. So as they kick this, these are going to all move and make noises, which is great for the children. The baby can grab for them as they're sitting in their seat.
And Ministry of Education asks us to have cause and effect toys in childcare, licensed childcare, in order to stimulate baby. Yep. So again, we have that for you here at home if your baby is not. Meeks, what about pebbles? These are really interesting and different.
So pebbles are great. Again, you can do, there's different sizes of pebbles, there's different textures, different weights. So as your child gets older, again, you can talk about different weights, different sizes. And then I think, Julie, you have some cloth ones there,
Yes, I do, for sure. Let's put that between us here.
Which is great. Again, I mean, they can put this in their mouth and they can be washed, which is very good for babies.
We have some wooden blocks as well.
Yep.
That baby can feel very smooth. Yep. It's important that, remember,
and they're light. People think because they're wood that they're heavy, but you'd be surprised when you picked it up how light they really are. It's very light.
And we want to expose children to, this is soft and prickly. This is hard and smooth and light, versus something else that's smooth and heavy. And we can give them this language when we're talking to them, and yet still they are young infants. And remember, our children are staying in an infant room to 18 months. And sometimes parents think, oh, this is a baby toy, I should put it away. How do you feel about that, Meeks?
No. Toys nowadays, they're good from infants, right through till 5-6 years old, a lot of toys. Because you just have to remember there's different things that you can do with them. So again, you could be using this with your preschool child, talking about different shapes. You could do patterning with them, but yet for babies, it's great because it's a great sensory thing for them to put in their mouth. And
so make sure that you're thinking about how you can repurpose toys as they get older. This is a great little book that has colors on one side and black and white on the other, but it folds up and it can be a book, and you can make up the story. You don't have to have a pre-prescribed story to talk about the moon. And then there's an apple, and the bear ate the apple, and then he went to see the moon. And then, and who joined them at the moon? You did. And because we love mirrors with babies.
Mirrors are very important for babies. There should be lots of mirrors out for your children.
And what are we looking for? Why does baby want to look in a mirror?
Because they can see themselves.
Yes,
right?
They can. And they can begin to understand emotion.
Yep.
And it's a great reflection for them. We have lots of toys that we've put out here, from beginning little pieces that baby can grab a hold of because it has knots, teeth on here, has some crinkling noises, but this can also be great to cover up a dolly when I'm 1 year old.
Or even just to comfort them. The texture of it, you know, children,
yes.
They like this for it to be comforted for them, right? Because it's very soft. Yeah.
Yes, children do love soft things for sure. And we're looking at some play boards here that have make cause and effect. They make noises, they spin, they pull, they twist, they rattle. So, you know, this one allows you to, sorry, I forgot to put the battery in. Shh, don't tell anybody. But this does make a little noise, I apologize. And this pulls down here. But these are great little toys. And look when I'm older and I'm walking, I can take this with me and I can have my own little activity to go to grandma's or to visit friends. Again, same kind of idea here with these small things. The product that you're seeing here that are all in these pastel colors are all from Taft, all available in Scholar's Choice retail stores. Some of the other product that you see are also from our catalog division, but we wanted to talk to you about, it doesn't have to be these blocks, but children need blocks. We just mailed.
Oh, it's upside down.
Oh. It's a good thing you're here with me, Meeks. She's been through the early learning program. She knew upside down from not. So we've just mailed our holiday play guide. We're really excited about it. What's really important for us to tell you is there is no hot toy. Not this year, not last year, not any year. What the toy is the best toy for your child. The toy that helps them learn, the toy that keeps them engaged and keeps them happy because they're learning. What we know is that children learn through play, and that play is the work of the child. And we want children to have lots of pieces, lots of ability to move around, lots of discovery-based play, because it is discovery-based play that children make the connections, vital connections to learning.
Open-ended items.
Open-ended items, items that can be anything, right? Anything that we want.
Yep.
So if you liked us today, please chime in at Scholar's Choice or hashtag Scholar's Choice. Like us on Instagram and Facebook. We'd like to bring you more of this. If there's a topic that you'd like us to talk about, let us know. As mums or dads, please, you know, we'll have Meeks back again to talk about other topics as we go through. But thank you very much. Now, next, when's our webinar, Em?
November 26th.
November 26th, we're going to be talking about mathematics from early learning right through. You know, early years is from birth to 8, and we're going to talk about mathematics during that time and how we develop numeracy and how we give children confidence in math as they approach more complex concepts in math. So we're going to be talking about that, and you're probably going to see some of these same toys out there because we believe that toys really that are good, solid toys that are useful for children have great longevity. So join us for that, and it's at 8 p.m., so Eastern Standard Time. We look forward to seeing you. Meek, was there anything else that you wanted to share with us this afternoon?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But if there's something that you're interested in and you want to hear about, please reach out.
Yes, for
we'd
sure.
love to talk about it.
And we send us in questions, and we'll be happy to respond. And if you would like to have a webinar about, you know, how to find a great place for your children to be in a nursery or childcare, if that's a topic that resonates with you, let us know. We'd love to talk to you about that as we both are vested and working in education. So thanks again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.